What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, we have another easy shiny hunting exploit location for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. In today's episode, we're going to be featuring the Pokemon Snorunt, which I actually found a pretty good isolated shiny hunting area for. And of course, guys, you're new to the channel, enjoy these types of videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. We're trying to hit that 20k sub mark, and I really appreciate it. Now, to begin with the shiny hunting, we're going to be going to this Pokemon Center, which is just south of the mountain right here. And it's pretty familiar because you pretty much have to come up here during the story to get to the mountain. And we're actually going to be going to this cave right behind the Pokemon Center. And this is originally how you actually get up through here. So going through the cave, we're going to go down the middle path right here. And you can see a bunch of different Pokemon that spawn in. And this spot's going to be really good for cluster hunts. Wouldn't say it's too good for individual, but I'll show you what I mean by that. Now, when we're in this cave, you want to find like this long line that comes from the cave wall on the left side right here. And you want to go to the end of the line right here. And you're going to want to set up a save. It could be really tricky to set this up at first, so I definitely highly recommend adjusting your spot so eventually you'll get the perfect spawn. And just remember, when you do make a sandwich, you do walk up like a couple of steps. So it doesn't hurt to be a couple of steps back just to adjust for the sandwich that you have to make here. Now that we have our save, and of course you always want to save your games as a safety save, just in case you don't get the shiny within the 30 minutes or you make a mistake on the sandwich. Now we're going to set up a picnic here. And this picnic is going to allow us to hunt for the Shiny Snorunt. And we're going to make a sandwich. And we're going for an ice-type sandwich. And yes, sorry for the blinding light here. For some reason, caves have this insane light glitch that happens. So for a Shiny Snorunt, we're going to be going for an ice-type sandwich. And we're going to be going with one cloth stick here. And then we're going to go for 2 salties. And there we go, level 3 for ice, and we're ready to begin this hunt. And within the first reset, we get our Shiny Snorunt, and we actually got some pretty decent spawns here. I mean, that's 2 clusters and a bunch of individuals, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Snorunt spawns. I do have to remind you that when you do leave, you do want to come exactly back to this spot right here. But there we go. Got ourselves a Shiny Snorunt, fast and easy. You're going to want, of course, a male and a female, because you want to get that Frostlass. But there we go. Shiny Snorunt, absolutely beautiful shiny. Definitely one of the best, and definitely the best Pokemon to hunt in this location. Now, even with the perfect positioning in this spot, which once again, sort of like you want to look at this line to the left of the wall, that's sort of diagonal, and you want to be right on top of it or right behind it, you can still get a poor amount of spawns because it is dependent on the cluster spawning in. Also, there is a very small chance that a Frigibax can spawn in with the ice-type sandwich, so keep that in mind. But the Frigibaxes are not a cluster spawn. It will only be an individual. I rarely have seen them, but sometimes you get a bunch of clusters coming in like we did on the first shiny. But see, we got 2 clusters to the left this time. Sometimes you get the clusters on the right. And sometimes you'll get a bunch of individual spawns, but it gets to a certain point where the individuals will stop coming in. So there isn't the most consistency with this spot, but I did find it to be the best spot in the game to shiny hunt for Snorunt. So good luck on this hunt. It could be a little bit difficult, but at the end of the day, most of the time you'll at the very least get 1 or 2 clusters. If you do get 2 clusters, then there's a good chance you'll get full 15 spawns here. Now for our next shiny hunt, I'm going to make a poison type sandwich. You could also use a fire type sandwich in this cave too, but I just prefer the poison. And we're going to be able to hunt for Shiny Salandit. There we go, we get level 3 for Sparkling Title Encounter for poison type Pokemon. Now this is going to be similar to the Snorunt spawns in the sense that we can get up to 2 to 3 clusters coming in, or sometimes just get a bunch of individuals. You do have a very slight chance of getting a Salazzle, but usually you're just going to get Salandit spawns, so I wouldn't even try to shiny hunt Salazzle itself here, but for Salandit, it's actually a pretty solid location to do. So that time we got 2, 3 clusters. So we actually got another solid 2, 3 clusters here as well. And the shiny is going to be very obvious. It's going to be a white shiny. The big issue with this is, of course, once again, Salandit is going to be most likely a male if you try to shiny hunt it like this. It's like an 88.5% chance or something crazy like that it's going to be a male. So there you go. You can see we got a shiny Salandit back here, but you notice the spawns are pretty low because the big thing is this like Snorunt where you're either going to get individual or a cluster. So we got low amount of spawns. Did take us 10 minutes to get the shiny, but hey, we got the shiny and it worked out well for us. Most likely this shiny is going to end up being a male Salandit, which is not going to be the best, but hey, the shiny's a shiny at the end of the day. But maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe it'll be female. That'd be pretty dope too. And of course it was male. I mean, like I said, there's a 12.5% chance of it being a female, so no luck for us here, but hey, shiny's a shiny and I'll take it. And now for the next shiny hunt. Now for our next cluster spawn hunt, we're going to be making a fighting type sandwich by using 1 pickle and 2 salties. And with this, we'll be able to get Makuhita and Hariyama to appear. And there we go. We got level 3 for Sparkling Title Encounter for fighting type Pokemon. And now we're going to get Makuhitas and Hariyama spawning in. And there we go. We get about 2 clusters spawning in. So this is an interesting hunt because you can get 1, 2, or 3 clusters, but there's no individual spawns for Makuhita or Hariyama in the cave. So depending on your positioning here, it's going to really depend on what you're going to actually see. So this time we got unlucky. We only got 1 cluster. You could wait for more to come in, but sometimes you just don't, and I'm not sure why. But if you just reset, you can get 2. So we got 2 this time, which is usually what you're going to get. 2 is the normal, 1 is rare, and then 3 is pretty rare too. And this time we ended up with 3 clusters, so it does appear it is just a little bit rare, but I'll say these are the only 3 good cluster spawns you can hunt in this area. I'll mention Yungoos can appear here too, but you're going to get Dunsparce showing up as well, and it's not going to be a great hunt. This time we only got 1, so this one's a little bit iffy. And now let's head into our individual shiny hunts for this area, as they do exist, but they're just not as good as these cluster spawns. For our next hunt, we're going to be making a ghost type sandwich, so using 1 red onion and 2 salties, and with this we'll be able to get Sableye. There we go. We got level 3 Sparkling Title Encounter for ghost type Pokemon, and now you'll see what I mean by the spawns are not too great for just individual Pokemon. So the Sableyes are coming in. They come in a little bit slow, a little bit fast, but they sort of cap at 9 or 10 spawns here. Sometimes they can spawn up on top, but that's pretty rare too. But you're only going to get like 9 or 10 individual spawns. There's no shot of a cluster for Sableye, so there are better locations for this, but I just wanted to show it off that, yeah, if you really wanted to do Sableye here, you can. It's going to be a very obvious shiny. It's going to be a golden ghost, so just got to pay attention for the yellow and you'll be good to go on this hunt. Now for our last isolated hunt here, we're going to be going for Shiny Larvitar, which can only be caught in Pokemon Scarlet with a rock type sandwich. There we go. We got level 3 Sparkling Title Encounter for rock type Pokemon, and we're going to be getting Larvitar spawning in as individual Pokemon, exactly how Sableye would spawn in. So you're about to get 9 to 10 spawns. I mean, sometimes you can get more, and the speed really does depend on RNG, but it's a very obvious shiny. It's going to be like that more like neon green color to it and a purple chest mark to it instead of the deep red it normally has. So it's gonna be super easy to notice this one. Unfortunately, and there is a shiny Larvitar right there as we see. It was very obvious to pick out from the crowd right there. So there we go. Perfect looking shiny. And that is going to be all the good shiny hunts in this location. I try to do dragon here, but there's too many dragons that spawn. I'm sure in Pokemon Violet you get Bagon here as well, but you get Dino, you get Frigibax, you get Gibble. So dragon doesn't work, ground doesn't work because you get Diglett, Dugtrio, Gibble, Gabite. So there's a couple of hunts I thought could be good here, but these just don't pan out too well. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any Pokemon you want me to hunt on the channel, or if you have a good shiny hunting area you want me to showcase. Anyways, peace out and have a good one, guys.